First, I want to thank you, this room of brave freedom lovers, for coming to this event. It's no small thing. I know it and you know it, and yet you came, despite the threat. Thank you. We are here for freedom. Amen. Everything else is smear. We are here for free speech. Everything else is smear. We are here for freedom of conscience. Everything else is smear. We are here for individual rights. Everything else is smear. The terms extremist, as if pursuing good in the extreme might be a bad thing, or pursuing truth or freedom in the extreme might be a bad thing. Understand that the reason why we're in this room, in this venue, on this day, is because not a week after the Charlie Hebdo Jihad slaughter, American Muslim groups held a conference in this room called the Stand with the Prophet Conference against Islamophobic speech. What is Islamophobic speech? If you oppose jihad terror, you're Islamophobic. They say I'm anti-Muslim. Really? Are you telling me that all Muslims support jihad? I mean, look, I don't have to pat on the back every Muslim that doesn't want to kill me. That's my bar. We are seeing increasingly in this country an abridgment on our freedoms, and most particularly freedom of speech. And I can tell you, no society can stay free without it. Without freedom of speech, peaceful men are forced to resort to violence. As you see, this past week, another court case of mine, AFDI sued New York City, won again. Yeah. To run anti-jihad ads. Now, mind you, across this country, thousands of anti-Israel, anti-Jewish ads run. Nobody says anything. They don't have to sue. They run. Nobody destroys them. Nobody defaces them. Nobody vandalizes them. I put 10 ads in a subway. Every single one is destroyed within the hour. Well, and that's illustrative of the war on free speech. So now in New York City, being that I won, the New York City MTA board had a meeting and decided we're not taking political ads, any more political ads, ever. But this has nothing to do with Pamela Geller. This is a war. I submit to you that if you want to learn who rules over you, find out who you cannot criticize. The media is self-enforcing a Sharia. Under the Sharia, you cannot criticize or offend Islam. Molly Norris, a couple years ago, a little-known cartoonist, had an idea. You know, after the South Park producers were threatened because they had put Muhammad, in a teddy bear costume. I thought that was rather sweet. It's not how I would depict him, but whatever. And within 24 hours, there was a fatwa on her head. She was told by the FBI that she had to go into hiding, she had to give up her job, she had to give up her name, her home, everything at her own expense. And yet how many people know about Molly Norris? And why isn't Molly Norris the poster girl for the media? Instead, PEN, the Organization of Writers, gives an award of courage, Freedom of Expression Courage Award, to the Charlie Hebdo, now dead, editorial staff, and 145 writers signed a petition against the award. What next? Are they going to sharpen the blades of their executioners? It's madness. We are subjected to the most offensive attacks. Always. I don't even want to talk about what they call me. Hey, media, I'm offended. You don't seem to care about that. No special rights for special classes. So in the wake of the Stand with the Prophet conference, we decided to hold this event here. And you are all heroes. And special mention to Gail Mitchell and Dory O'Brien for helping me pull this together because I'm not in Texas. Big time, big time. And kudos to the over 300 cartoonists, wannabe cartoonists, who took the risk and submitted cartoons. Yes, they deserve, yes, very brave. Very brave. What is interesting is the winner of this cartoon is Bosch Forsten. Bosch Forsten is a former Muslim cartoonist. His graphic novel, The Infidel, is a story about twin brothers whose Muslim background comes to the forefront of their lives on 9/11. One responds by creating a counter-jihad superhero, a comic book called Pigman, while the other surrenders to Islam. Bosch's debut graphic novel, Table for One, received the praise of acclaimed American cartoonist Alex Toth, along with an Eisner Award nomination. This is a really brave human being. I have been doing this work since 2004. Bosch was making cartoons then. And I can tell you, and I'm sure Robert can attest to this, in the beginning, everybody was like, yeah, 9/11, yeah, we're gonna take no prisoners, smoke them out, you know. And I don't know what happened. Everybody abandoned the field because they couldn't take the abuse from the media, from their friends. Look, nobody wants to be called a racist, even though Islam is not a race. Well, I'm gonna say the Shahada, and all of a sudden my race is gonna change. Cuckoo. But this is the narrative. The whole adopting of the civil rights narrative. This is a destructive and a narrative that is advanced at every level in academia, in the public schools. You have to fight. You know what's going on in the public schools. You see it happening in Texas. The proselytizing. You must fight. So I am honored to present a check. I was hoping that Mr. Wilders could be on stage because he's going to speak now, and I would like a photo with Bosch, with Mr. Wilders, with the check, and then Mr. Wilders, who we know is the worldwide, leader on the counter-jihad front. This man lives under constant, oh yeah, he's amazing. And no matter what, no matter what, and this is why I'm so simpatico, he keeps coming out guns blazing. You know what they call him, no matter how much abuse he takes, he's right, he's righteous, and he knows it. And so I'm honored that he would come all the way from Europe to Bosch, can Bosch, okay. This is the money shot. Yeah. Money. Literally. This is just so that you know, Bosch not only won the People's Choice Award, which was on Breitbart, on my site, on Jihad Watch, he also won our award, the Judges Award, and that's why the check is not for $10,000, but for $12,500. He won them both.
How are you?